When you learn about square roots, one of the biggest no-nos you learn about is that you can't take the square root of a negative because there's no two same numbers that will multiply to give you a negative. But then later down the line, the pitch changes and we learn about this imaginary number called I, where I is equal to the square root of negative 1. And suddenly now we can evaluate the square root of negative, where the square root of negative 64 will become the square root of negative 1 times the square root of 64. And with the square root of negative 1, we can actually sub in with I, because I is equal to the square root of negative 1. And then the square root of 64 is 8. So the square root of negative 64 is actually 8i. So when they say you can't take the square root of a negative, actually you can. It's just not going to be a real solution, but rather an imaginary solution. Now, I still have my thoughts about I honestly don't think it really means we can really take the square root of a negative, because I is still equal to the square root of negative 1. But I guess you can think of I as just allowing us to, substitute to give us a beautified answer when evaluating the square root of a negative.